Welcome back everyone to our channel Trendline Forex here. It is Monday 16th of September. We're gonna have a look at euro dollar. We're gonna have a look at where price action currently is and what are basically my expectations. Now for those of you who are not familiar with what we do analysis like this a few times per week. We look at gold, we look at euro dollar and Bitcoin as well for those of you who are trading crypto. So make sure to subscribe to this channel. As you can see, I've got many instruments on my watch list, and this is what we analyze every single day from Monday to Friday in our premium Telegram channel. Don't forget to check out the links below this video. We've got free Telegram channel as well, and this is where we give you daily updates on euro dollar. And if you have been trading for a while, you know that depending on how euro dollar moves, how the dollar index moves as well, you can basically find out what kind of moves we're going to have on the rest of the major instruments as well. And this is what we've talked about earlier today and during last week in our premium Telegram channel. We are expecting for price to continue higher here on euro dollar and basically on all major instruments involved with the US dollar. So looking at this uptrend here, obviously a confirmed uptrend, and recently we've had this retracement here within this trend, right, within the long-term uptrend. So although we did expect for price to tap into this buy area right here and then continue higher, we didn't quite see that here on euro dollar. So we did identify areas like this here on the rest of the majors, and with pound dollar, with Aussie dollar for example, you can see how price perfectly tapped into this zone here on those two instruments, on New Zealand dollar as well. It was just euro dollar that didn't give us this test of the buy area where we really wanted to see price tapping into. Instead of that, it bounced off a little bit higher with the help of the news from last week. Okay, now the most important day of this week is Wednesday, because this is when we have Fed's interest rate decision. Now if you're not really experienced trading, what normally happens is when we have such important and high impact news for the market, we tend to see price trading sideways on pretty much all the major instruments. That could happen with gold, could happen with euro, with pound dollar. Most of the instruments will be trading mainly sideways and without a clear direction until those type of news. So considering that here on Wednesday, and you can see my vertical line here on my chart, and this is when this is the exact moment of the news of the Fed's interest rate decision. So until then, I'm really not expecting a directional move or a clear direction in the market. So that's exactly why I'm going to restrain from trading, and I'm not going to be looking to take any long-term, any swing positions here on those instruments. Now, what's going to happen after that? Well, I think we're probably going to see some sort of a pullback here in price, and then we're going to see that bounce off and a continuation higher. Okay, so that means I'm going to be looking for buying opportunities right around here. Okay, so let's say if we see a little bit of a pullback in price, okay, let me switch down to the 1 hour time frame. For example, a retest of those previous that previous structure right here. So this is right around the level of 1.1050. So let's say we see a good rejection signal. We're talking about long wicks to the downside. Okay, so something like this, maybe even longer, considering that we're going to have high impact news. If we see something like this and a candle closing up here above this zone, well, that would be a good entry signal. And when it comes to targets, well, I'm going to be expecting for price to break above the major highs here on the 4 hour time frame. So basically, I'm going to be expecting for price to break above 1.12 and maybe even continue higher. So that means you don't even have to set a take profit level. Okay, now since we are expecting for price to break above that, you can look for targets up here. Okay, so we're talking about next levels like 1.1250, 1.13, and you can also get some target levels from even the higher time frames here, higher than the 4 hour chart. All right, so this is once the analysis completes, and as we're going up, like I said, you will get daily updates in our free Telegram channel. So this is where we will mention the target levels if let's say this comes to reality. And obviously there's going to be another video next Monday for euro dollar, so make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't miss the update on that. Okay, now if let's say price gives us the entry, it bounces off to the upside, it comes for a retest of the previous highs, but instead of breaking above, it gives you another rejection signal. So let's say something like this. You can see we've got a nice bearish candle here with a long wick to the upside. Now if this happens on the retest of the previous major highs, well, we could then look to either close our trades or, you know, at least be aware that maybe a deeper pullback will come. And if that happens, then, you know, we're going to be looking for that continuation higher at a later stage. But for now, the most important thing is for us to wait until Wednesday, see what kind of reaction, you know, we get from the market during the news, during the press, during the interest rate decision, as well as the press conference, which is usually half an hour later. And once that happens, if we get such a rejection signal, and basically we want to see price creating a higher low, higher than this previous one right here, we can then look for buying opportunities. Obviously, if we push down and we don't get such a signal, you know, I've got to be patient, so I'm going to have to wait for another entry. All right. So this is pretty much what we're looking for here on euro dollar. You can also look at the chart on the dollar index and follow price there, because, you know, again, depending on what's going on with the dollar index, we can then find out what kind of moves we can expect here on the major instruments. So like I said, we've got analysis like this that we send out every single day in the premium Telegram channel. For example, this is what we talked about here on pound dollar. We said that price is going to tap into that area where we're going to be looking for rejection to the upside. And not only that, but as you can see, right after we tested this area, we've already broken above this previous structure as well as this previous structure right here. So we're expecting exactly the same thing, exactly the same setup here on pound dollar as well. We're probably going to see price moving pretty much sideways until Wednesday, and then we're going to be looking for that continuation higher. So if you find this information valuable, make sure to join the free Telegram channel. There is a link below this video. Follow us on social media, TradingView as well. That's where we post daily updates on euro dollar. And if you really want to take your trading to the next level, then you should join our premium Telegram channel. This is where I'm sending out daily video updates on all those instruments. It's about a 10-minute long video, so not that long at all. It's always before the London session opens, and you will know what kind of moves to expect, where are the key levels on all those instruments, and where are our entry levels, as well as stop loss and take profit levels. I'll tell you every time I've got a clean setup. I share that in the premium Telegram channel. So this is pretty much all for this video. Drop a comment down below, let me know what else you want to see from us on this channel, and if you are trading euro dollar, then are you looking at the same setup that I am? So I'll be curious to know. I'll see you guys in the next one. And like I said, check out all the links in the description below this video, and don't miss out any information from me and my team.